Hey y'all, we're getting ready to go to Danville. We're going to see what I got on. Get closer. My necklace. Anyway, my shirt. I wear an undershirt because I like to tie mine up instead of poking them in. And so, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Anyway, we're going to Danville. Danville. I don't know why I want to say Barry. Anyway, I'll get back to y'all when we get on the road. We're going to a cabin, and it's going to be musical, band, and catering. Shindig, I guess you call it. Okay. That video with music on. This lady, 81 years old. 2 years ago, she started her YouTube channel. She said she was about 80, she said, when she started. She said she's 81, but she could be 82 this year. But she said, who would think that someone at my age would start a YouTube channel? Now, she makes things pottery like. It's real easy with the porcelain.
Johnny Goodson.
With the porcelain, Portland, what do you call that stuff? You mix up with a little sand. It's not cement. It's port something. What is it?
Portland?
Yeah, Portland, I guess.
That's cement.
Okay, she mixes that with some sand, and she said she just goes out to the road and gets her sand. I laugh, but it looked clean. She screens it, you know, just using. She's in Georgia, and she took one of her. It must have been in the fall because she said the leaves were getting ready to change, and she wanted her leaf to still be green and not crispy. So it's got to have, you know. And she had this big elephant ear, and she took this big bowl and she put it in plastic. Put the bowl in plastic because she didn't want her bowl messed up. And then what she did was she put sand over that bowl, and then she laid the leaf over that sand, and then she put the Portland sand mix on top and smoothed all that out, and it made this. The leaf had this bowl like this. She said you can make a bird figure out of it. But on top, what she did, she formed a bottom for it to set on. Like, you know, cement like this. Made it where it was even and it could set, you know. And then she said you use acrylic paints and you add water. And you mix it in water, and then you, she did it in different colors. And it made a nice thing. Then she made some mushrooms. I haven't finished watching that yet, so I don't know how she made that. I think her name is Helen Wyatt. Or something like that. But she has this really beautiful accent, Georgia accent. She's the cutest bug. She was in there. She dug she has a pond on her land, and there was natural springs bubbling up. So she went and dug a ditch. So, and she did something with a pipe or something so that it would be bubbling up in the air like. And her son, probably about our age, anyway, Well, about at least 60. Her son couldn't believe that she did that at her age. She goes, well, it had water on it. She said lifting the mud out was hard. The hardest part because it's wet. But she said, digging it and digging down and throwing it on the bank. She said, I wanted it to bank up anyway. So she was throwing it on both sides so it would bank up. And then she goes down there and sits and listens to the water running because she's got that pipe, Somehow she did it. I don't know exactly how she did it. She used a big pipe like this, and then she used a pipe like, she drilled a hole in that so it would come up that pipe, and she drilled holes, pretty good size holes. She said, don't do little holes, got to do pretty good size holes. And when it comes up, the water comes out in different holes, and it looks like a waterfall. It looked really good. She did all that by herself. Her son didn't even know she was doing it.
Lake's full here.
She said her grandson come and mowed for her, but he didn't pick up some limbs. She wanted them thrown in the woods where she, yeah, it is, where she could, mow that area. Because limbs had fallen and they just, pile them up in one area. And she went out there and she was dragging these limbs and throwing them in the woods. And she cleaned that up and then she got on the riding lawnmower and mowed it. I got a kick out of it. I said, my God, she's not in no pain or anything at 81 years old and out there doing that shit. I think when you live in warmer climates all the time, it's warmer than being cold and drafty. Because they can grow things that we can't grow here, like fruits, lemons, different kinds of trees she had that grew really good. And she said, now my elephant ear, when I planted it, I had a huge bulb. And I'm going, yep, that's it. That's how you get the big leaves. You gotta buy the big ones. And she made some smaller ones too for accent. Tell she's Christian, the way she talks and all. Real sweet. Rain up there in the mountains. Yeah. So you're saying they told us to bring our own chairs and that the cabin was so small that we wouldn't fit.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what it sounded like. Said that they said the band were going to have the cabin and it was bring your own chair. So it didn't sound like everybody was going to be in the cabin. That's what it sounded like to me.
I don't know, Karen. That's the first time. Just turn around and leave.
Barbecue. So much for 20%. But